Did you know that a flexible back is crucial for spine extension when you lift your leg into an arabesque? Improving back flexibility is essential for enhancing arabesque height and technique. With a lack of proper guidance and the emergence of unsafe stretches online, many dancers struggle to unlock their spine mobility and even face the risk of injury. That's why today I'll guide you through a series of my best stretches to improve your back flexibility safely and effectively. Let's get straight into some spine mobility to get the back nice and loose. We'll roll the shoulders up to the ears, back and down, just loosening off the upper back. 2 more, up and down, up and down. We'll turn the head to the right and the left, trying to keep the shoulders nice and still. Looking up and looking down, making sure the chest stays nice and relaxed and isn't arching or curving with your head. Tilt your right ear to your right shoulder and come back through center, left ear to left shoulder and center. 1 more each side. Tuck the chin, bend the knees and roll down slowly, allowing your body to hang heavy over your legs. As you roll up, drop the pelvis and stack each vertebrae one on top of the other to stand. We'll repeat that again, mobilizing each section of the spine, releasing any tension in the neck and shoulders. And rolling up section by section. We'll do our roll down just 1 more time, tucking the chin, bending the knees, rolling down. When you're at the bottom, we're going to keep the knees bent, but just see if you can lift the chest and head forward using the muscles of your back to introduce a slight back bend. Come back down to your fold and straighten the knees for a hamstring stretch. Bend into the knees and we'll repeat that arch looking forward. Relax the spine back over the legs and straighten. We'll do this twice more. So looking up, arching the back, and relaxing back down. Do 1 more in your own time. Good, we'll straighten the knees, walk your legs out so you can touch the mat. And we'll come into a flat back by lengthening the spine parallel to the ground. Fold over and lengthen back to your flat back. Circle the right arm up to the ceiling to twist and lower it back down to the mat. Fold over, flat back, open the left arm to the ceiling and back through center for your fold. We'll do that a couple more times each side. Finish your last one here and come down to your tabletop position. Let's move into some upper back stretches now. Slide your arms forward on the mat to come into puppy pose. You can press the forehead into the mat or look forward for a deeper stretch. So the spine runs from the base of the skull to the tailbone. Since movement in any one part of the spine affects the entire structure, it's crucial to mobilize each area to enhance flexibility. Hence why we're starting with the upper back. If you'd like to go 1 step further with this stretch, come up slightly, bend your elbows, and place your hands together as you slide into puppy pose again. Bring the hands towards your head for a nice tricep stretch. Let's come on out of that, press the forearms into the mat, tuck the toes under to lift the knees, and lift the gaze to look at the wall in front of you. Walk your toes towards you, allowing the hips to lift, but keeping the gaze staring forward at the wall. Walk yourself back down to forearm plank. And we'll repeat that 1 more time. Walking up. And walking back down. Let's go back to our puppy pose, and you might notice you're starting to feel a little looser in the upper back. Release out of that and come to a seated position. I'd like to focus on the side body. I find opening up the sides very useful for back flexibility, especially when it's tight. We'll begin with Wild Thing. Send your left leg long and your right knee bent up. Shift your weight over to the left-hand side, press into the right foot and left hand, and send your hips up for Wild Thing, reaching overhead. And lower it down, reaching up, lowering down, twice more in your own time. Let's switch sides, so right leg long, left knee bent, and take your Wild Thing 4 times. Well done. Step your left leg forward and lower your hips into a lunge. Send the right arm overhead for a side bend, lengthening down the side body and into the hip. You can use a block, chair, or wall to help you. Stay here or level this up with a psoas stretch. Rotate the right toes over to the left side of the mat and lift your heart center towards the ceiling. Rotate back to your side bend, return the foot to center, and lift out of your side bend. Let's switch so you have the right leg in front for your lunge. Send the left arm overhead for a side bend. Let's take that psoas stretch by sending the left foot over to the right side of the mat and rotate the chest to face up to the ceiling, opening the arm up with you. Rotate back to side bend, bringing the foot back and returning to center. Let's come to tabletop. Gaze down to round the back, shifting forwards, lowering the hips, the belly, the chest, then the forehead down to the mat. Hands under shoulders, press into your cobra pose, focusing on lifting the belly button away from the mat to protect your low back. And lower. We'll flow through this a couple more times, each time lengthening the crown of the head up to the ceiling, then to the wall behind you, creating space in the back. One more time, see if you can lengthen just a little further this time. Good. This time, lengthen up to the ceiling, keeping your focus on the wall in front of you. Keeping your belly button lifted, bend the right knee so your toes are pointing to the ceiling, straighten the knee, and lower it down. We'll repeat, lifting up, left knee bends this time, straighten, and lower. Lifting up, both knees bend, straighten, and lower. One more time, lifting up, bend both knees, and lengthen the crown of the head back. See if you can touch the toes to the head, and lower. Well done. Come into your child's pose. Breathing in breathing out to release all the tension. Walk the fingertips over to the left. And over to the right. Come back to center and lower back down to the belly. Prop yourself up on your elbows. Take the inside of your right foot with your right hand, pressing into your hand to lift the leg, lifting the belly button away from the mat for your bow and arrow pose. Lower the leg, lower the foot, and shift back onto your knees for a quick roll up to reset the spine. Return to lie on your front for the other side. Come onto the elbow, take the left foot with the left hand, and press into the hand to lift up into your bow and arrow pose. Release out of that, shift back onto your knees for your quick roll up. Good. Shoot forward into your high plank now. Lift your right leg into arabesque and lower. Then lift the left and lower, and we'll repeat. We want to keep the upper body nice and still so it's just the leg doing the work. Just 2 more rounds here. And press back to downward facing dog. Round the back and lift the heels to shift forwards a little. Then come back down to downward dog. And again, rounding forwards and returning back to downward dog. Once more, rounding forward and back. Lift the right leg into arabesque. Lift high on the toes and shift forward, tilting the gaze to focus on the wall in front of you. Keep the hips lifted nice and high to bend that right knee. Straighten back to arabesque and return your gaze to the mat to lower the heel and come back to downward facing dog. We'll round through the spine again, shifting forward and back to downward dog. Walk the toes to the hands for a forward fold. Let the body hang heavy over the legs. Step back to downward dog. Lift the left leg to arabesque, come up high on the toes, and shift forward, looking up towards the wall in front of you. Bend the knee to drop the toes. Straighten back to arabesque and gaze back down to return to downward dog. Shift forward, round through the spine, and back to downward dog. Walk the toes in towards the hands for a forward fold to reset the spine. Come back down to your tabletop and we'll take some grand battement with the right leg. Focusing on controlling the movement, keeping it aligned behind you rather than aiming for height. Each time you lower, bring the knee into the chest to round through the spine. Finish your last one here and switch legs. Come up to kneeling now. Place both your hands on the sacrum. Keep the thighs pressing forward with the help of your hands and lengthen the spine up to the ceiling before bending back into your camel pose. Keep the hands here if you feel you need the support, or if you can maintain the thighs pressing forward, allow the hands to drop to the mat. Bring the hands back to the sacrum and press the thighs forward to lift up out of that stretch. Step your left leg forward into a deep lunge for our back bends. I'm going to demonstrate the advanced version, but a good variation of the stretch is to lift the chest and gaze up for a high release instead of the back bend. To get into it, we're going to take the right arm over like before, and while keeping the right thigh pushing down to the mat, rotate up to face the ceiling and reach your hand down towards your toes. Come back to your side bend to come out of it, and return through center. Let's do that one more time. Right arm over, rotate up and reach towards the toes. Coming back to your side bend, and back to center. Let's switch legs so you have the right leg in front. Lower into your lunge, and take the left arm over. Rotate your chest up to the ceiling, and reach your hand to the toes. Coming back to your side bend, and return through center. Just once more, left arm over, rotate and reach, back to your side bend, and through center. Well done. Come out of your lunge to tabletop, round through the spine, gazing towards the navel, and take your child's pose. You can take any variation here. I'm holding onto my heels and gently pulling them towards me for more of a release in my back. We'll prepare for bridge now, so come to lay on your back, bend the knees to the ceiling so you can just touch your heels with your fingertips. Take the hands overhead and press through the heels to drive the hips up. Now push the chest up by driving through the palms of the hands, straightening the elbows, and make any adjustments you need to feel stable here. If this is enough, then stay here. If you want a challenge, see if you can bend through the knees to lift the chest and straighten to get more depth. And again, bend and straighten. And one more. Good. Come back down to the mat. Hug your knees in and rock around to release the tension and give your spine a little massage on the mat. Grab a chair, countertop or wall and a TheraBand or other type of strap. Step the right foot onto the band, switch the ends of the band over and pass both ends of the band under your foot into the right hand and test the band to make sure it's stable. Pass both ends of the band behind your back into the left hand and take the bar with your right. We're now set up for this stretch. Bring the band to your left shoulder and come to your passe position. There should be tension on the band here. Extend your right leg back to Arabesque and you'll feel the band lifting your leg. You can let your body pivot forwards, but it's really important to focus on keeping the belly button drawing to the spine to keep the ribs flattening down towards the hips. From here, we will penché down and come back up. Again, penché. And return to Arabesque. Well done. Come out of that and feel free to pause to stretch out however you need. Let's move on to the left now. So step the left foot onto the band. Switch the ends, and as you lift the foot past both ends, under the foot and into the left hand. Test the band to make sure it won't slip, and then pass both ends behind your back and into the right hand, and take the bar with your left. Bring the band to your right shoulder and come into passe. Extend the leg into arabesque. And penché down. Coming back up. Penché down. And come back up. And lower. Again, do what you need to do to reset the spine. Our final exercise is grand battement facing the bar. So we'll take 4 grand battements back. 3, 2, and 1. Close into 5th. And développé that leg back, lifting as high as you can. Good. Let's do that to the left. So grand battement 4, 3, 2, and 1. Close and développé that leg. Can you lift it just a fraction more? Oh, well done. Thank you so much for joining me today. We began with spine mobility, moved into upper back stretches, then focused on the side body, and finished up with the full back and arabesque stretches. I recommend following this routine once per week to see an improvement in your back flexibility. What are your current flexibility goals? I'd love to hear about them in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more workouts and ballet classes. See you next time.